Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And greeting to my respected guests and all the participants here who are joining this conference together. First of all, I would like to say my appreciation and gratitude to Singapore Prison Service in hosting this Asian and Pacific Conference of Correctional Administrator APCA 2022. My name is ACP Shahril bin Basir from Malaysian Prison Department. Topic given to me is providing an effective program for staff support and career development. As we can see here is my outline of presentation. We go to the next slide. As the introduction, I would like to highlight a few challenges facing by our prison officer during their daily working time in prison department. Number one is working environment. Many prison facilities are aging building with minimal accommodation, cells, cement floor, and strict to the schedule enforcement. Second one is working time. Because inmates need constant supervision, prison officers often have to work night, weekend and holiday shift to meet facility rescheduling needs. Third one is the lack of training. The training is important for officers to prepare for their position, but currently we have lack of program or on-job training basis such as simulation basis and practical training basis. The fourth one is overcrowding and congested. Most of the prisons are overcrowding. There is a possibility to have an unnecessary incident such as gang fight, health and hygiene issues, riot, death in custody, and many others. Based on these challenges, it can affect our prison officers' mental and emotional, and also our prison officers will become demotivated, moral down, depression, illness, pressure, sadness, anxiety, stress, and some will be asking about their safety of work during their duty time. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to overcome the problem facing by our officers, there are several programs highlighted here for the staff support program in Malaysian Prison Department. Here are the programs that we have in prison department such as counseling services, group program, bonding initiative program, mentoring program, online program, reward and recognition program. Actually, all this program is good and already implemented in Malaysian Prison Department that can help our prison officer in supporting their problem such as mental stress, personal conflict, demotivated, anxiety, depression, and many other issues facing by our staff. The problem is how we make sure all this support program is effective and successful to our prison officer. Based on our experience, the most effective program for the support group are the group program, bonding initiative program, and reward and recognition program. As we can see, this kind of program involve many staff together, such as Hari Raya program, family days, small group programs such as hiking, riding a bicycle and motorcycle, fishing, team building program, and many others. Ladies and gentlemen, here I would like to emphasize on what makes this program more effective and successful. There are 4 elements on how to make sure this program success and effective. First one is problem solving. Most of the staff is looking for the program that can help them to solve the problem. So that's why programs such as bonding initiative and group program are the program that can solve their problem well, such as release their tension, release their stress, reset their mind after 2 or 3 days program. The second one, creating connection. By having this kind of program, staff easily feel comfortable with their friend, creating a positive relationship, and don't hesitate to share their problems together, and at the same time they feel like all their problem released after sharing with their trusted friend. The third one is celebrating. Of course, once they're grouping together, what they are seeking is happiness and enjoyable. They're laughing together, enjoy together, and forget about their problem, and some will release their problem by shouting loudly. The last one is reward and recognition. By giving the appreciation certificate and letter of appreciation to our staff, they feel like they've been appreciated, and at the same time they become motivated, loyalty, and encouraging. Ladies and gentlemen, as we can see here is a process or step on the career development in Malaysia Prison Department that we are going to discuss. We don't want to further discuss on the overall process, but I would like to emphasize on a few things only. First, how we identify and nurture talent. Here, I would like to stress on how we as a leader identify talent among our officers and our senior officers. I give this based on my experience. As we can see in the slide here, number one is think ahead. As a leader, we can come out with a question. What you want to be in another 5 years from now? So this kind of question will show the answer given by our officer. That you will identify their skill, expertise, and ability to carry out prison policy for the future time. Another one is belief and trust. We should give a trust and always believe that our officers can do what task that we give to them. And the third one is give opportunity to our officers. The fourth one, teaching, support, and coach. As a leader, we need to have a skill in teaching, give support and coaching to our officers until they achieve at a certain level of satisfaction and perfect on their given task and responsibility. Next is on how we create career development program to our officers. As we know, Malaysian Prison Department already have their own program and on the career development. Actually, all the program is the same, but the thing is how we implementing it and the targeted group or the focus group that we are going to implement it to. There is an example of the career development program such as executive coaching, mentoring program, training program, and the last one is professional education courses and program. What I'm going to emphasize is on how to make this program more successful and effective. What is our role as a leader should do in order to make sure this program more successful and effective? To make sure what we have planned and arranged can be implemented successful, as a leader, we have to play some roles to make it more effective and success. We have to support the program and actively involve as a role model by participating in their career development program. Here are the roles that we can serve as. First one, as a coach, help prison officers to identify their strengths, weaknesses, interests, and values by maintaining open the effective communication to our officers during the monthly dialogues, morning prayers, monthly assembly, weekly meeting, and many other mediums of meeting that we as a leader can create. Here, we are encouraging two-way communication and dialogues. Teach and shows the officers how to identify their skill, interests, and values. Second one, as an advisor. As a leader, we can provide all the officers about our prison department information such as Prison Department way forward, direction, current policy, and any other information related to the career development. By doing that, we can helping our officers develop a realistic career goal based on our department direction and needs. And we also help our officers to understand the current opportunities and limitations on their current jobs. Third one, we can become an appraiser. As a leader, we can create officers' performance in open, candid way and relates to the current task there to do what the potential opportunities offered by our prison department. By doing that, we can provide a frequent feedback from the officers that we evaluate, conducting performance appraisal that define strengths, weaknesses, and career development needs, using an individual development plan as a tool to continual feedback and development. Ladies and gentlemen, next is mentoring scheme. Here, I just want to touch on how to make the mentoring scheme can be more success and effective. We have to provide an environment in which the following elements of the mentor and protégé relationship occur in order to make it successful. Here are the elements that we should emphasize on, such as: first one, mutual respect. The protégé must recognize and respect the knowledge and skill of the mentor. The mentor must recognize the goals of the protégé and respect the protégé aspiration to increase his professional development. Second one, trust. The protégé and mentor must respect and trust each other. Confidentiality is the cornerstone of this relationship. The third one, partnership. The mentor and protégé are professional team dedicated to reaching mutually agreed upon goals. This partnership is reflected in the active work and decision toward attaining goals, developing strategies and tactics, and networking. The mentor also provides friendship and counsel to the protégé. The fourth one, communication. The mentor and protégé must communicate regularly. Meeting, work site visit, and lunchtime chat all plays the role in developing and maintaining the relationship. The mentor gives the protégé the opportunity to discuss problem and concern and set goal at this meeting. The mentor normally provides clear, objective, and analytic guidance. The last one is time. For the relationship to work, the mentor must make time for the protégé. Prison departmental leadership must support the time requirement necessary for the successful mentor and protégé relationship. As the conclusion, not in Malaysian Prison Department itself, but to all the correctional service which is participate in this conference should provide a good training program to make sure all of our prison officers are well trained and ready to face the challenges in the prison department. Second one, always give opportunity to our prison officer in order to develop their skills. Third one, we have to take care of our officers by providing a better staff support program based on the element of problem solving, reward, connection, and enjoyable. Last but not least, we have to play our roles to make sure the mentoring program can be success and effective for the career development programs. That's all from me. Thank you very much.